What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome back. These messages riding on the frequency of love for the highest good. I'm so happy you clicked on this video today. Take what resonates, leave what does not. The channel I was feeling into was around when you, like, you know the term, you have all the tools that you need, right? And then there's still that fear and that inability to like fully trust that, right? And then I was feeling into this channel around like if for whoever this is for, if you have a fear that somehow you don't measure up like where you are, like there's some limiting self-belief around like your tools and your resources, or maybe your experience or your experiences, like in like how or what you have to say or what you have to apply or give is like, I want, like, the message that's like coming through here is for someone to like realize that like that time is the elixir and the thing, like time is the thing that brings the tools, it brings the awareness is what I'm hearing. So like patience, being gentle with yourself, which you're doing such a beautiful job of here, like in your healing process. And then still there's that like fear that maybe you're not like somehow smart enough or like up to speed or capable or something, and so you project that the world around you might be a little bit more like up to snuff or like maybe grown up somehow is coming through. So the idea that you would be kind of like positioning yourself in a way that is actually possibly maybe less empowered than maybe then maybe you deserve, then maybe, yeah, then definitely then you deserve or then maybe you like realize, I mean definitely both but for sure you deserve it. Like if you don't already realize that, maybe you just realize, maybe that was a clarification or an affirmation for something that you already know, but like you definitely deserve it. You definitely deserve to live in that awareness that you are already like you already have that. It's just that you haven't had quite like the life hasn't provided the experience for you to know or to remember that that is who you already are. So that'll be specific for someone today. Obviously take what resonates. If you've been here before, welcome in. I mean, welcome back. If this is your first time at the channel, welcome in. I'm gonna pull your current position. Ace of Swords. Well, okay. So, all the tools of the divine inside of you, ready to be accessed is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna see your past position. Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, let me just get a little clarification before I spit. That one wants to come out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Just as I suspected. No, I'm kidding. It actually put me in a different direction. So, not quite what I expected, but I do love this. Okay, we got the Hierophant here in your past position. This is like a childlike wonder. So I'm seeing you as like this, like when you were a child, rambunctious, running around like bouncing off walls and stuff, like like this does not have to be true, but possibly for like so like you don't have to be the adolescent, but there's an adolescent energy in it. So like I'm getting like younger child energy, or sorry, youngest child energy, or I'm getting like, you know how like old souls are kind of clever, like more in on the joke, so you can never really fully like tell. So like that's kind of where I'm at. Like there's like this jokester thing, class clown possibly, because of the wisdom that I don't even know that you clocked was wisdom, if that makes sense. So I think that that will make sense for someone specific. And then, so the Four of Cups here in the reverse, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like I'm getting this energy that you actually were like kind of, not by any design of your own, but you were like, the inertia of your life was taking you in a direction that actually was like the opposite of like maybe what your internal world would have chosen if you had had, again, the experiences to understand that this was like maybe the path that, or the trajectory that you had wanted the entire time. Because what I'm seeing here too is that the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it is moving sort of away from a gift that is brought in by spirit here. So this is like your inherent gifts. 5:55 on the timer, so confirmation. So this is like a gift that you have, but it could be like a sense of humor, or maybe like just a voice, like a message, maybe something that you say or how you say it, or just in your energy and how you love the people around you and stuff like that. And so that could be like, you know, as the Hierophant, like it's kind of like this feeling of responsibility, I think, like because you're such an old soul and you're waking up to that. I think that you're completely woken up to that in your current position here as Ace of Swords, which I need like 0 clarity on. That's giving me the energy that like whatever your past position is, like now you're, whatever this energy that like, so think about it this way, like if Spirit's bringing you a gift and like your gifts are tools that you need experiences in order to attain, that, or like unearth or reveal and then like remember, like, oh voila, here's the tool, now's the experience, like level up, you know. It's like, so when you look at it kind of that way, it's kind of like the gift that Spirit is actually bringing you is the gift of you. So it's like coming through you, actually. It's not something that's outside of you. There's nothing actually that's like even outside of you. It's all like a dance of consciousness and how you perceive things. So really you're understanding that. And I just heard power, empowered is what I heard. Like you're standing in a place of empowerment here where you're at, which I love for you. Maybe you're like solo, like fresh out of like a breakup, or maybe like out of a move out, you moved out of your parents, or like you graduated college or something. I'm not reading for, it's 18 and older here, please. Judgment. Okay, so there's a judgment. Like, okay, I kind of want clarity around that. It's either a judgment that like you still have about yourself here, or yeah, like a judgment that's gonna come down, because usually it's like maybe you let go of a judgment, or you definitely will be letting go of a judgment where you are moving into the Knight of Pentacles here. It's like you were moving away from, here's the thing, you were moving away from like who you are then, if that's the thing, in your past position. So that's what I'm getting. If Spirit's bringing you the gift of who you are, and then the gift is who you are in all of your fullness, then the energy of the gift is your heart, literally, like in your sense of humor, who you are, how playful, how fun, how sweet, how kind, how like sexy, like, you know what I mean, like yeah, like, you know what I mean, and like wise, honestly, too, and like your like messages and like what you have to say and what you have to give, and like how you have to, like, you know, pour it into the world. And maybe it's possible that like because you were moving in that direction here, the opposite direction is kind of why I was getting the Four of Cups in reverse. So it was like you were like reversed, rejecting kind of the just like these qualities of yourself. Now take it what resonates, obviously. That's really what I'm getting for this reading. Now every message is not for everybody, but so you were rejecting these qualities of yourself, aspects of yourself, moving away from it, and like kind of further from like your own inner wisdom as well. And I think that that was something that kind of, I'm hearing like led you astray momentarily. And then so that same end, this is why I was going back to this is why I was going back, because it was now we're moving forward with this energy. I just wanted to explain. Let me explain. Thank you, thank you. Knight of Pentacles. So the energy that was like, you have such like for just whatever you want, right? 10-10 on the timer, confirmation. So you get what you want. You know how to get what you want. You're very talented. You're like, I'm hearing chosen one. You have so many like skills, and it's possible that you're not like feeling like your skills are being applied, like, and, you know, that heart, that gift, right, of who you are. Like, maybe the question is, I'm hearing like, how can you apply that, right? How can you apply that, right, in a way that feels harmonious to like your entire life, right? Maybe is the question that's coming forward. And Knight of Pentacles here, I'm loving this because it's like, whatever it was that you were trying to fit yourself into here, it's an energy of now you're like taking that, and you're taking that same exact energy, and you're like applying it directly to where you like belong, which is your current position, which is where you are. Like, so you're already doing this. I love it. I think it's genius. I love the fact that you're like letting go of judgments is what I'm hearing here. Where'd my deck go? Here it is. Whew. I would like to see here. This feels career like tools, so I would like to see maybe like a career, because not like, I don't know that I can see your career, like your chosen career or whatever, but maybe we can just get some clarity to like kind of bring forward some, thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh, the Emperor. I'm turning up the camera. I'm just kidding. But the Emperor, like, the Emperor, you guys, what? Like, okay. Here's the thing, like, CEO energy, boss energy, visionary energy, like mommy, daddy energy, like get it on your own, out the mud type energy. Yes, ma'am, yes, please, yes, sir. I'm gonna tell you something here about that chosen one thing that I had said. Now, that actually, like, by definition, literally means, I don't know actually, but what I'm hearing, I'll tell you what I'm hearing. I don't know, like, what the, if I looked at, you know, whatever. I'm not a fucking Webster dictionary, but what I'm hearing is that, oh fuck, what am I hearing? Chosen one, that's what I'm hearing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing that the chosen one, so okay, if you're not feeling like your tools are like, I'm like laughing right now, someone else is laughing too. So cute. Okay, so, don't lose it, don't lose the channel. Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. Here's the thing, when you are a chosen one, there's past positions in your life, thank you, Spirit, twice, that you feel like these tools were applied and you felt like you were succeeding, but you didn't quite like care about what you were doing. Does that make sense? Like, you didn't, you just, is it like, I feel like you were just good at shit. Like, you were just good at shit. And like, I think that you cared enough to do the thing very fucking well. But that's what I mean, like, because you just can apply, but that wasn't like really at the end of the day what brought your heart alive, right? And so now you're in a position, I think, where you're like looking forward into your future, like, what is this going to be for me career-wise? Like, what is this going to be for me, you know? And so you're sitting there and you're like, in your emperor position, looking at your future emperor self, like, this is confirmation of that, like, where you're headed, and like that there's still this judgment that you hold about yourself and your gifts, and like the gifts that about like who you are. 1414 on a timer, confirmation from the past position as well, which was the Hierophant, remember, straight into the Ace of Swords, into the Emperor. Like, I am literally like wanting to befriend this person. Bitch, like, come over, like, let's kick it, let's hang out, like, let's converse, let's talk about this, let's get this judgment out of here, like, what is this, you know? And because, oh my gosh, like, if you could see yourself in the Hierophant in the past, it's like, I really love that, like, there seems like there's only like a very short, like, like time, or possibly like, I don't want to say time because everything, like, what is time, right? And then at the same time, what is time? But time is such an elusive thing, and I feel like on a different timeline, which you have like agency with, as like the as the powerful, you know, Ace of Swords, like the divine is like shining through you right now, and also like supporting you in any direction that you decide to go right now, for whoever this is for, specifically for you, because of this energy that you actually hold judgment toward yourself actually is a good thing, because it's one of these things where you're like kind of checking yourself constantly. And so like if you actually get, when for whoever this is for, and a lot of people watching this already know this, and you know this in the past too, but I feel like you need to be reminded, for whoever this is for, that like the judgment that you have about yourself is like kind of these bumpers I'm seeing on like a bowling alley. It's like gonna keep you like going to like to take out the pins, right? And then it's also the thing that I think can narrow the lane and like make the ball like not end up, you know, hitting any pins at all, or maybe like slowing it down or whatever. And other people don't do that, is what I'm hearing. So when you have more experience or whatever, for like, no, this is what it is. Someone needs to be reminded that in the same as how they've learned in the past, that other people like don't have this exact judgment or something, and they thrive. And so you need to be reminded right now that like you can too, and you will too. Like that's what I was saying, you will here too, like. And I feel like that's kind of the timeline shift. It's like as soon as you like flip that judgment on its head and realize that that's your gift actually, and actually being that chosen one again, like it's just another one of your gifts, and it's another reason that makes you different, and that's why you're so much better. Why would you want to be the same? Why? I mean, I get it, it's like safe, but I feel like for you, you're like sitting in this position, like almost like at peace with this. I heard you're ready. I think you're ready. I heard you're ready. If you weren't ready, I just heard like liberation. Okay, so someone's like feeling liberated here. The doubts and fears still come up, and you no longer believe that they're you. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I felt the judgment kind of like lift here, like dissipate here. I feel like I want to see what your inner child's getting up to here with the Pokemon card 1818 on the timer. I feel like you might too. I feel like you might want to know too. Dratini. Beautiful. 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 Pound. I just heard something interesting. Long considered a mythical Pokemon until recently. When a small colony was found living underwater. Maybe that's specific for you somehow. I mean, for me, when I hear pound, I'm just like, that's a really, I look at Dratini and I feel like it is kind of this like underwater mythical kind of creature, and also kind of like a, it's like gosh, oh my gosh, if I say it, you guys are gonna be like, that's crazy, you're talking about it like an inner child Pokemon. But you know, I don't know, I just think that like your inner child has some unrequited like feelings to get out, I'll say. You know, off their chest, I'll say. For the highest good, like in order to become more yourself, more liberated, right? and whatever that means for you, right? So take it if it resonates. Leave what does not. I'm going to leave that message here. This is beautiful. Whatever liberation you're moving into, the fact that you are stood so like firmly in who you are, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I encourage it. Like, move forward, trust yourself, like speak what's on your heart, say what's on your heart in the moment, like tell people how you feel, like, because you never know, I think, is what's coming through. Like, you just never know. Yeah, because I mean, like, here's the thing, is like, this channel is a great reflection of that. You never know. So just tell people how you feel, right? You guys are all doing such a beautiful job of that. And you also have a lot of discernment around like when to tell people, when to tell who and what you feel and how, right? And then you kind of just let everybody else think whatever, because it's really none of their business, which I love about you. I love that about you. I really love that about you. I think a lot of people don't quite understand that about you, huh? That's what I'm hearing. But like, I think you're feeling more and more understood. So, that's beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful. I feel like I've said that a few times. Beautiful. Beautiful. Maybe that's significant. Beautiful. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for being here for another reading. I hope to see you in another one very soon.